The CBOE Bitcoin ETF will be approved according to 4 sources at the SEC. What is going on, guys? My name is Rob. Welcome into the channel. As we all know by now, the decision on the CBOE Bitcoin ETF has been pushed back 45 days. And I just want to go over this article where we see quotes from the CBOE, from a source at Van Eck, and also from a former SEC employee who talks to 4 people still in the SEC on the daily. So starting off with the source at the CBOE, their response to this delay was expected, and the markets are acting irrationally to the announcement. Every single submission like this has gotten a delay. Again, expected. Still expect approval, 99% expectation. Print it, but as always, don't use my name. Now, the source at Van Eck responded in an email like this. Our team expected this delay almost to the hour and has been an expectation in our planning process. We won't say when we expect an approval, but there has been specific speculation that we actually agree with and have incorporated into our timeline. We are in no way surprised by this. Most importantly, we believe our submission is the strongest yet to be put in front of U.S. regulators and believe that strength will be rewarded. And then from a source who is a former SEC employee, he says, the 4 people I still talk to on the daily at the SEC are basically telling me this. It is going to get approved, but we're going to make the markets understand that we dug really, really deep. Example, investor protection, transparency, and that makes sense. The vast majority of the public still has no idea what digital assets are or what it means. So when you do an approval like this, the successive approvals that will follow in this asset class, think of the 3 to 5 year return number that will be associated with this market. And maybe that is the key to the Van Eck SolidX approval. It is set up as an accredited investor vehicle. That singular element is probably what gives so many of us a firm belief in its approval. And it's a stroke of genius by the Van Eck SolidX group. So the source at the CBOE said this was expected, but he is expecting 99% expectation that it will get approved. The source at Van Eck is saying their team expected the delay, and they're also expecting an approval. They say we won't say when we expect an approval, but there has been specific speculation that we actually agree with and have incorporated into our timeline. And they believe the submission is the strongest yet to be put in front of U.S. regulators. And then from the 4 people still in the SEC, they're telling us it is going to get approved, but we're going to make the markets understand that we dug really, really deep. So from each one of these sources, the CBOE, Van Eck, and the SEC, they are all saying they expect it to be approved. Now, they won't say when they expect that approval, and the SEC is saying they're doing their due diligence to make sure the market understands that they dug really, really deep because this is a new asset class. And the last ETF to be approved, I believe, was copper in 2012, and copper has been around forever. So, you know, the SEC does take its time to approve new ETFs like this. But the short of it is, they're all expecting approval. CBOE, Van Eck, and SEC. CBOE says 99% they expect it to be approved. Van Eck is saying we won't say when we expect an approval, but they are expecting an approval. And the SEC is saying it is going to get approved, but we're going to make the markets understand that we dug really, really deep. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think this ETF is going to get approved? Do you agree with the CBOE, Van Eck, and the SEC? And when do you think it'll be approved if you do? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd like to hear the discussion on this, what the community thinks. I will leave a link to this article in the description if you want to go through and read it for yourself. But I found it very interesting. Every single source from the CBOE, Van Eck, and the SEC are all expecting this ETF to get approved. So that's going to do it for me for this quick video, guys. Thanks for coming in. If you did enjoy this, make sure to drop a like, and if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. But that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one, and as always, stay living that crypto money life.